back to Lord Shiva's Ishtadev. Lord Shiva feels special affinity with Ananta Shesh because it's himself basically. Lord Shankarshan, because both Lord Shiva and Shesha are presiding lords of the mode of ignorance. Ananta Shesh, a manifestation of Lord Sankarshan, is different in appearance in the form of Lord Sankarshan, worshipped in the covering shell of Ahankara, false ego. So I already told you that on Sadashiva Loka, there's Sadashiva there, and he's worshipping a forearm form of Sankarshan. There's another form of Sankarshan known as Ananta Shesh. He's in the bottom of the universe, right? But that's Sankarshan. So Shiva's Ishtadev is Sankarshan with four arms. But his Ishtadev also has a form as Ananta Shesh. So he also likes that. He also has an affinity for Ananta Shesh. So he wears all these snakes around to remind him of Ananta Shesh. And has so many other symbology also. When you study Shiva Tattva from Shaivites or read some Shaivites literature, they say, because they try to relate everything to themselves, so they say these snakes represent the fearlessness, that Shiva's fearless, because snake represents death or Kala. Snake represents Kala, because when you get bitten by a snake, you're finished. Your time is over. If it's a cobra, your time is over. So the snakes represent the time factor, and that he's above the time factor because he's Vishnu, he's eternal, Sadashiv. So when it becomes Shiva-like, he'll get beyond the reaches of death. So the Shaivites explain like this. That's why. That's just another point. So now I covered some of these points of this definition. Now we have some really good things, really good quotes. From 11th canto. This is the teachings of Lord Krishna to Uddhava. Just as Krishna taught Arjuna on the Battle of Kurukshetra, and that book is quite popular. What is the name of that book? Bhagavad Gita. The teachings of Lord Krishna to Arjuna. So there's something that how many disciples did Krishna have?
1, 2.
3, 4.
2.
You're counting, or you're just counting the 10, or what are you doing?
2.
How many disciples did Krishna have?
2.
Who were they?
Uddhava and Arjuna.
Uddhava and Arjuna. Correct. So now, in 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, Gyara Skanda, this is the teachings of Krishna to Uddhava. So, this is one nice verse here. I'll read the English to save time. The association of children, wife, relatives, and friends is like the brief meeting of travelers in an inn. With each change of body, one is separated from all such associates, just as one loses the objects one possesses in a dream when the dream is over. So, now we are associated with many relatives, friends, and well-wishers, but as soon as we change our body, we will be immediately separated. One becomes attached to the sense gratification of one's dream. When you're in the dream, you're really attached. Oh, it's a beautiful woman. You're so attached that man even passes semen in the dream. Or you dream of some lady's dreaming some man is chasing her in a parking lot, and she's running, and she wakes up, she's all sweating. Her body's perspiring. So that much, the dream is so much real, so much experience is there. Or some lady or man maybe see a tiger. Oh, tiger! And they wake up and they're perspiring and they're crying. They're all white in color. Well, it's only a dream. This is everyone's experience. So this is daydream and night dream, as our Guru Maharaj used to say. The night dream is 6 hours. The daydream is 18. It's a longer dream, so there's more characters. There's more action. Action City. One becomes attached to the sense gratification of one's dream. Sometimes you're dreaming, then you wake up and say, well, that was good, let me go back to that. That was a good dream. She was nice. Then you go back, hey, where is she? You see some hobgoblin or something. You see one of Shiva's friends instead of that girl. Then you say, wait a minute. One becomes attached to the sense gratification of one's dream similarly under the spell of the illusory concepts of I and mine, aham mameti. we become attached to so-called relatives and friends who gratify our sense of false ego. Unfortunately, such fleeting egoistic association covers our real knowledge of the Self and the Supreme Lord, and we remain hovering in material illusion, futilely endeavoring for permanent sense gratification. One who remains attached to the bodily concept of family and friends cannot possibly give up the false egoism of I and mine, or I am everything and everything is mine. These purports are extremely good. These purports are written by Prabhupada's disciples, because this book was produced after his departure from this world. It's very nice. So this was just describing something about how false ego influences and makes us think and act in particular ways in this world. So first we're going to describe the problem, and then we're going to describe the solution. Of course, we may not accept that this is a problem. Nevertheless, we will hear something that may touch our mind. When the three modes of material nature, sattva, rajas, and tamas, are agitated, the resultant transformation appears as the element false ego in three different phases: tamasic ahankar, rajasic ahankar, and sattvic ahankar. This is something about this Shristi Tattva. And the phrase here is moha vikalpa hetu. By giving up one's false ego of identification with the three modes of nature, one can achieve Krishna consciousness, the pure original state of existence. This phrase, moha, or in Hindi you say mo, but in Sanskrit they actually say the H, moha. Moha vikalpa hetu indicates that because of false ego, one considers himself to be the enjoyer of nature, and thus develops a false sense of duality in terms of happiness and distress. False ego, this is one hint at the solution, false ego is removed by identifying oneself as the Lord's eternal servitor and full Krishna consciousness. So now I think I am the owner, I am the proprietor, I am the controller, I am the enjoyer. I, me, and mine. But that's impure consciousness due to hankar, false ego, false identification. But when our consciousness becomes pure by sadhana bhakti, by meditation, by mantra, by meditation, by tapasya, by study, when our consciousness is in a purified state, then we realize, actually, I am a servant, I am part and parcel of God. Mame vamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manasha stani indrani prakriti stani karshati. I am prakriti stani karshati. I am standing, I am situated in this prakriti, ashta prakriti, and I am karshati, I am struggling. But I am mamavamsho jiva loke. I am a jiva. And I'm amsha. I'm an amsha of Krishna. Krishna is telling in the Gita, this is Bhagavad Gita, primal knowledge of transcendence. Mamavamsho jiva loke. He says, Mama amsha, you're my amsha. You're my part and parcel. You're also Satchidananda. You're also full of bliss, transcendental bliss. But where is the Anand? Where is the Anand? So much anxiety, so much trouble, so much disappointment, so much frustration. So much birth, death, disease, old age. Why? What happened? Where is this Anand? So all this illusion creates all this difficulty and suffering. So when the consciousness is pure by these various processes, then one realizes that I am not the controller, God is the controller. I am not the proprietor and owner, God is the proprietor and owner. I am not the enjoyer, God is the enjoyer. And I am the enjoyed. I am to be enjoyed by Him. So when we change, now we are the center. But we change the center to God-centered. Now it's me-centered. That's why it says aham mameti. I, me, and mine. Now it becomes His, hers, and ours. His, Krishna's, hers, Radha's, and ours. Our relationship. Our sambandha. Jiva sambandha, or Bhagavan sambandha. Relationship between Bhagavan and Jiva, which is based on service and love.